Looking ahead and help others to look ahead. That is just what I'm doing. A responsible health worker does not wait for people to get sick. She tries to stop sickness before it starts. She encourages people to take action now to protect their health and well-being in the future. Many sickness can be prevented. Your job then is to help your people understand the causes of their health problems and do something about them. Most health problems have many causes, one limiting to another. To correct the problem in a lasting way, you must look for and deal with the undeadly causes. You must get to the root of the problem. For example, in many villages, diarrhea is the most common cause of death in small children. The spread of diarrhea is caused in part by lack of cleanliness, poor sanitation, and hygiene. You can do something to correct this by digging latrines and teaching basic guidelines of cleanliness. But the children who suffer and die most often for diarrhea are those who are poorly nourished. Their body do not have strength to fight the infections. So to prevent death from diarrhea, we must also prevent poor nutrition. And why do so many children suffer from poor nutrition? Is it because mothers do not realize what food are most important, for example breast milk? Is it because the family does not have enough money or land to produce the food it needs? Is it because a few rich persons control most of the land and the wealth? Is it because the poor do not make the best use of land they have? Is it because parents have more children than they or their land can provide for and keep having more? Is it because father lost hope and spend the little money they have on drink? Is it because people do not look for plan ahead because they do not realize that by working together and sharing, they can change the condition under which they live and died? Think before you dream. It is harder after. Help others to look ahead. You may find that many, if not all, of these things lie behind infants' deaths in your area. You will no doubt find other causes as well. As a health worker, it is your job to help people understand and do something about as many of these other causes as you can. But remember, to prevent death from diarrhea will take far more than latrine, pure water, and nutrition centers. You may find that family planning, better land use, and fair redistribution of wealth, land, and power are more important in the long run. The causes that lie behind much sickness and human suffering are short-sightedness and greed. If you if your interest is your people well-being, you must help them learn to share, to work together, and to look ahead. Thank you. That is just what Momingwe is wanting to say. All of us must learn how to work, share even with the poor, you know, many things related to healthcare. We have looked at some of the causes that underline diarrhea and poor nutrition. Likewise, you will find that such things as food production, land distribution, education, and the way people treat or mistreat each other lies behind many different health problems. If you are interested in the long-term welfare of your whole community, you must help your people look for answers to those large questions. Health is more than not being sick. It is well-being in body, mind, and community. People like best surroundings, healthy surroundings, in a place where they can trust each other, work together to meet daily needs, share in times of difficulties and plenty, and help each other learn and grow and live each other as successfully as possible. You see, where there is no doctor is telling us how to cohabit, how to live with people, how to share with people. But at times, when you try to bring out some of these points, some of us will misjudge and thinking that, oh, because you are like this, oh, because you are jealous. Where there is no doctor is saying it. Man cannot live by only bread alone. You must live through your surrounding, through helping of people. Yes, do your best to solve day-to-day problem. But remember that your greatest job is to help your community become a more healthy and more human place to live. So my social media person, you need to help other people to grow, not by only impacting your own self. What have you done to your community? What have you done to your followers? What have you done to the media? You as a health worker have a big responsibility. Where should you begin? This is a shade here: death, diarrhea, spread of infection, poor hygiene and lack of cleanliness, low respiration, poor nutrition, lack of education, lack family, large families, many children, unfair distribution of land and health, greed and failure to look ahead, the chain of causes leading to death from diarrhea. You see, so death because of this diarrhea, spread of infection, poor hygiene, lack of cleanliness, poor nutrition, low resistance, lack of education, large family. How can we survive? Our health is very important. We fail to even help cultivate our own land. A lot of we are full of greed. Even where there is no doctor, I've said it, greed and failure to look ahead. So, my people, with where there is no doctor, if you understand the system of man, then you see that you do all things in all domains to share with people, to look ahead, not to only be great with yourself and try to conserve or have everything for yourself. Home Mommy Way is communicating.